is ruled by a zodiac. Aries the lamb rules the head, which is why he's on the head of the table. Taurus rules the neck. He has a very thick neck for Taurus the bull. The next sign is Gemini. Gemini is the two arms, the two twins. That's why his hands are up for the two twins. Next sign is Cancer the crab with pinchers. He's holding a knife for the pincher of Cancer. The next sign is Leo when the sun is powerful, radiant and summer. That's why he's showing dominance with a clenched fist and an elbow on the table. The next sign is Virgo the virgin. He's pointing that there's no Adam's apple. This is a woman of Virgo the virgin. Jesus is the sun, the light of the world, the risen savior, the son of God. He's placed in a triangle to symbolize the sun's rays. One hand up for the daytime, one hand down for the taking away of the sun at nighttime. Libra is when the sun is balanced between summer and the winter. That's why Libra is the balanced scales, and the symbol is a half rising sun. That's why he's holding his arms out balanced. Next sign is Scorpio with this man pointing upwards. Scorpio is our reproductive sexual organs. He's pointing up because you must raise your sexual energy up to Aries. That's why Aries is an anagram for arise. They're in 4 groups of 3 because there are 3 months in each season. Luke, Mark, John and Matthew. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Jesus is the sun, which is our soul. Each body part is ruled by a zodiac. Aries, the chances of you seeing this YouTube. Each body part is ruled by a zodiac. They covered the hole on top of the Sphinx head. This is why the Pope wears the cap, because when you are born, you have a hole in your cranium. As we get older, this hole shuts. We need to open the window to the Most High. We do this by mental and spiritual awareness. Your body is the temple. God does not dwell in temples made by human hands, which is the body. That's why the side of the head's called the temple. And the kingdom of God is within you. You receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you. Spirit means breath, which is the Kundalini energy to open the pineal gland and open the window to the Most High. Just like Moses lifted up the snake in the wilderness. Snake is the Kundalini, the wilderness is meditation. Stop taking the Bible literally. It's written in metaphorical code for you to upgrade your consciousness. If God was in the sky, he would have changed this messed up world by now. God is the mind, the creative life spark within you. They covered the hole on top of the Democrats are blue, Republicans are red. They have a red tap and a blue tap, red pill and a blue pill. They want you to believe the model of the atom is this because they want you to believe everything is physical. Everything you call physical is actually a holographic. It's light waves slowed down in motion. The true model of the atom is an electromagnetic torus field. Proton, the electron, the neutron. Magnetism radiates.
Yo, say your word, Funk. Yo, that's big ups, bro. I appreciate you so much, man. 999. I hope you keep it manifesting that world and that universe you desire, my brother. And I wish you nothing but peace and prosperity.
Manifest its duality.
You're the best,
into
bro.
the physical
Respect
world.
for coming.
Day and night, hot and cold, good and evil. The symbol for Phi is the torus field. The physical world is the Phi cycle, the cycle of the atom.
This is mind-alternating information, guys.
The psych L. L means God. L is the 12th letter. 12 zodiac signs. The zodiac is the cycle of the electromagnetic torus field. So much more that goes into this, but if you want more information, read the book. Democrats are blue. The viral phone trick that changes people. Each tooth is connected to the brain and to different organs in the body. Your wisdom teeth are connected to your heart and your gut. You must understand that every body part in your body has consciousness and has mind of its own. They remove your wisdom teeth because they don't want you connected to the heart. The heart is the guiding intelligence within you. Those birds leave Britain to go to Africa every single year on a migration. The heart is the intelligence that guides them there. The heart is where true wisdom is, and this is why they call them wisdom teeth, because they're connected to the heart. You can feel it when you do something negative, because your heart is the intelligence that tells you what is right and from wrong. If you do this gesture, this is actually symbolizing cutting the connection between your brain and your heart. Freemasons symbolize the heart as a book because you can read it to guide you through this life. The heart's nervous system contains 40,000 neurons, which are the same neurons in the brain. Making decisions in the brain can be hard because it consists of a dual hemisphere. The heart is a singular organ, meaning it gives you the right answer. The heart produces an electromagnetic field, which we call a vibe when we feel energy off someone. It's produced by the emotion in the heart. Christians say what happens in heaven happens on earth. What happens in the brain, what you think, becomes an emotion in the heart, which is earth. This is why Jesus is always pointing at the sacred heart, because this is the sacred guide through this life. Each tooth is connected. They are trapping your soul in the earth. Every ancient culture has the seven-headed serpent. The serpent represents transformation because snakes shed their skin.
This is mind alternating Freemasonic cult knowledge, guys. Coming straight to you.
In your body of the seven snakes. This was not actually a real seven-headed creature. This was the worldwide religion. I don't like saying religion. It wasn't a religion. It was the wisdom for spiritual transmutation, of transforming the seven energy systems in the body, turning you from a material being into a spiritual being. It's all about ascending this physical, mortal body. Close your eyes. There is a being inside of you, a voice that no one else can hear but you. That is the spirit they wanted to ascend out of this body, because you are still in the womb. Body is a womb for your consciousness, and you can be born out of it into a new reality. Unless you are born again, you cannot see the kingdom of God. John 3:3. Now trapping your soul in the...
Welcome to the Holy Land sound tasting.
5 elements. You will never find the ether, because they decided to hide the 5th element.
Welcome.
5 elements. You will never find the ether, because they decided to hide the 5th element. 5 fingers, 5 elements. 5 points on the body, 5 elements. The ether represents the middle finger. They then demonized the middle finger and considered it swearing. All of this was done to hide the 5th element. Why is it that they want to hide the ether so much? The ether is an ever-present field connecting all things. It fills every millimeter with boundless free energy, acting as a fundamental substance giving rise to all physical matter. Maybe this is why all of the ancient buildings all had antennas on, because they were harnessing free energy. The ether serves as a connecting medium between the physical plane and the astral plane, the spirit realm. This is why the word together has ether in it. Together, the two worlds join together. The ether is both physical and spiritual. It's on either side. Ether is the gateway to the other side of reality, the astral plane. So by hiding the ether, they trapped us all in thinking we are all physical beings and the universe is all physical, when in fact you have a body for every single one of these dimensions. You have an etheric, astral, mental, and physical body. Astral projection is the proof of this. This is why we say think outside the box. The box is the physical world. The triangle represents the ethereal plane. 5 elements. Death is an illusion. The body is the electrical machine for the magnetic soul. The magnetic soul is powering the electric body. Death has ether within it, because when you die, you go through the ether into the astral plane, the spirit realm. The ether is the veil between the physical and the astral world. Chakras are the 7 layers of self. When you die under a false identification of yourself, you have now created another layer you need to strip off, which will then cause you to be reincarnated through the Saturn moon matrix, the earth. You have to find your true self while you are alive, or else you will die with a false identification. The spirit symbol is the circle, which is cycle. It has no beginning, no end, because spirit is eternal. You are body, mind, and soul, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. The mind is the projector, which projects the soul into the different bodies. The soul is just the watcher, symbolized as a single eye, the all-seeing eye. It sees what the mind is seeing, what your emotions are like, and sees with the 2 eyes. It's the all-seeing eye. Here's the Egyptians showing you the soul leaving the physical body. Life and death cycle is found within the days.
What's up,
day
baby? What are you doing?
and night, sleep and awake. This is all macrocosms, because the universe is fractal. The physical world is the phi cycle, the cycle of the torus field. Death is an illusion. You will never die, and ascending up to God is actually ascending to your true soul form, not to God. The link is in the bio for the Book of Wisdom. Death.
Yeah, it's $13 a month for unlimited internet.
You are a star. This is why we say sister, mister, minister, monster. 7 layers of heaven. The stars are on the outermost layer. This is the start. We are a fallen angel, which is a fallen angle of light into a physical body. Stars give everyone a unique and different characteristic. Without the stars, everyone would be the same. You came out of the uterus, the portal into the physical world. You were born into a specific position of the stars and the planets, which give you a specific energy and characteristic. We live in an enclosed system. The same 12 constellations have been going around since the day of creation. You are in the womb for 9 months, 9 zodiac signs. Human body is made out of 12 cell salts, which are associated with the energies of the 12 constellations. You are mineral deficient in 3 cell salts. You need to figure out what signs you're deficient in and figure out what cell salt you are deficient in. I am a Scorpio. I count back 9 months. I am deficient in these 3 signs. Take a screenshot of this table to figure out what cell salts you need. You are a star. This is why we say cis. Don't have sex with just anyone. Their trauma and emotions can affect you. Sex is a sacred ritual which invokes a soul into the physical world because the woman holds a portal and the man holds the key to open the portal from the astral into the physical plane. Performing sex with a negative mindset will invoke a negative soul. You must perform the ritual properly. Don't waste your sexual energy. This energy creates a human life. Transmute it to create something else. You shouldn't release unless you're making a baby. Releasing is making you mineral deficient and flooding your brain with dopamine, which is the brain's reward system. Releasing is tricking yourself that you've achieved something. This is why you have no drive, no passion, no energy, because you're tricking your brain that you've achieved something already. Women store DNA from every man they've made love with, which could even affect their offspring. In order for creation, there must be destruction. A woman goes through pain to give birth to a beautiful child. Every time you release, you're killing your creativity, your drive, and a piece of your soul. Don't have sex with just anyone. Bank is a river bank because it directs the currency.
I'm still learning this stuff
water.
myself
This is
too,
why
guys.
we call it liquidity. Money is moony because the moon is feminine, it's water. The sun is fire, masculine. This is why the tides of the ocean follow where the moon is, because it controls water in your body and on the earth. That's why there's a correlation between the moon and the stock market. The moon affects our emotions and our psychology. That's why we call people a lunatic. Luna is the moon. If your name is in full capital letters, this is not you. It's the cooperation that you subject yourself to. You can't charge a natural body, but you can charge a cooperation. You subject yourself to the cooperation. That's why you're called a corpse when you die. Bank is a river bank because it directs. The Bible is secretly encoded. The three wise men are parts of your brain. You have three glands in the brain, the pineal, thalamus, and pituitary. The three men give presents to Jesus. These three glands give presents to your body. The thalamus produces dopamine. Pineal gland produces melatonin, which rejuvenates red blood cells and slows aging. The pituitary gland produces serotonin, a natural mood stabilizer, heals wounds, toxin regulation, bowel movement, maintaining wakefulness. Three wise men are the three glands in the brain, and the presence of serotonin, melatonin, and dopamine to the central nervous system and the body. Body's health relies on the harmonious functions of these three glands in your brain. Bible is not history and is not meant to be taken literally. You are God in human form. The Bible is secretly encoded. The three wise men are When you learn how to meditate, your mind will become so much clearer and you can think properly. And then when the mind is clear, you can start to listen to your inner guide in the heart. The heart is the guide through this lifetime. It is the emerald tablet, Thoth written. Well, Thoth represents the heart. Okay? Look. Thoth is the sternum, which is the cage, the chest, and inside the chest is the heart with the treasure. You find the treasure, the guidance from within the heart. This is the emerald tablet, the emerald green chakra. You have to learn how to turn off the mind, people. And when you turn off the mind, you can then control your thoughts. And every thought you have ever thought has led you up into this point in your life. Your external physical reality is a result of every thought you have thought. So when you learn how to master your thoughts, you master your external world and weave the path to your own reality.
What's happening?
Why it's called the government. They govern your ment, your mentality, your mind. It's mind control.
Yeah.
They're placing information into your mind to create your reality. Create your own reality, people. Holy Grail is your neck and head.
This one's really good, guys. You're gonna like this one.
The sun and moon represent the pineal and the pituitary gland, the two male and female spiritual glands in the brain. The pineal gland produces melatonin, pituitary produces serotonin. Every time the moon enters your sun sign, every month, the two fluids take a trip down the spine to the solar plexus, which is the cave where Jesus dies for 2 days. If you save your you-know-what energy, you resurrect this oil. Res is resh, which is Hebrew for the head. Erection is your stimulation. Raising your erection energy to the head is the true resurrection of Christ. When you raise this fluid up the 33 vertebrae back to the brain, it heals the body and regulates the blood. This is why the medical staff is the kundalini, spine, and the two hemispheres of the brain. It also activates 100% of the brain. Christ is Christos, which is Greek for oil.
Let's
you raise
go.
the Christ
Let's
up the
go.
33
You guys taking this in or
vertebrae
what?
to be born again in John 3:3. And this is why Jesus was crucified in Golgotha, which translates to a place in the skull. This is also the story of Santa and Hickory Hickory Dock up and down the clock. The Antichrist is not what you think. Hiding this process which happens in the body, which can regulate the systems in the body and make you live for hundreds of years,
is the that, true guys?
Antichrist. The link is in my bio.
That's for the right.
Book of you are an individual. You have a dual nature. You exist in two realms at once. You have a physical body, which most people identify with their physical body, not realizing there is an internal spiritual world of emotion and thought. These things are spiritual, which just means invisible energy. You are a spiritual light being inside of a physical body, and you use this body electrically. You don't see into the external world. Light is entering the eyes and you see the image of the brain. The image you see is inside of your brain and produced by your brain. Therefore, who is the one looking at this image? It's not the...
Well, Pizza, I just got to say, I do appreciate you. Thank you for coming back here. And yeah, if you just, that's all I needed was just to take one, get your attention and get your guys' attention and your speculation just for a couple of those videos. The way Harry breaks it down, it's called the Book of Wisdom, my brother or a sister. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but I'm assuming you're my broski. So it's called the Book of Wisdom, Volume 1. The author, his name is Harry J. Joseph. He was also a Freemason guy that decided to walk away from it. His whole goal and message is to open people's consciousness so they can awaken their 100% abilities, so they can live to their electrical light beings, elite beings that the Creator intended us. I'm a man. All right, let's go, broski. Thank you. So you're my new broski. And, I'm just glad that, you guys take the time to actually watch these videos. And my production sucks. I broke my stand. Like you should see how fucking, excuse me, how welfare it is right now. It's not even funny, but but at least I'm getting the message out to you guys. That's what really counts. And now that you guys have been awakened to this type of consciousness, your life is going to change drastically. I just showed you mind alternating education. This is not even education. This is real wisdom. This is the intelligence that the Freemasonic cult knowledge, the secret societies are withholding against us. And I can't hold it back anymore. I've discovered it. Harry is exposing it. I'm right by his side, and you know what I mean, trying to keep this message out there. And this movement's still moving. I really do owe Freemason shares. Oh, I bet you did, bro. I don't think you were lying about that for sure. And I bought a post office, and their lodge was above it. Ooh. So did you find any archives up there, like something like skirts and the medallions? My best friend, that before he passed away, he was the 30th rank. He had so many medallions. He served in Afghanistan. He was a great man, and he was the presidency of a club out here, if you know what I mean. And he was my best friend. God rest your soul, Christopher Luciano. I miss you so much, my brother. And I know you're watching down over us. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's sick, bro. So those briefcases, the silver briefcases that you have, they're not even supposed to be open to the public. You're not even supposed to show anybody those pictures and those photos. And when they stand around with all those, yeah, don't get rid of the walking canes, bro. Don't get rid of the walking canes. The reason why, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you a video right after this. The ancient guys in the 1800s, they didn't use it for fashion, and they weren't using it for medical reasons. They were doing it to ground themselves because the handles had copper tips, and the tips on the bottom of the wood conductor had copper tips, so they could ground themselves as they maneuver through the streets and through concrete. It wasn't for fashion, especially same with like silver or jewelry. Jewelry back in the day, they never wore it because it was for fashion. They did it because it's electricity conductors, and it helps the process and movements through your protons, your neutrons, and electrons, and it keeps your body, like if you have like an old school Bro, what the fuck? I know, right? It's crazy. Let me show you that video, and your mind's gonna be blown. It's insane how these videos, and I love Harry. How see how much he breaks it down, and he shows exactly what it is. You know what I mean? He definitely, you know what I mean, shows it very well. He summarizes it. He the way he analytics, and then he summarizes it for us, and breaks it down for uh, you know, yeah, it just makes it more. That's the saying. Tomorrow I'll make a video of the shit, and I have it post so you can see it. Perfect, bro. That'd be awesome, bro. I'll definitely come check it out. I love checking out people's content, especially the people that subscribe to me. Right away I like to subscribe back for community support, and then definitely I check out their stuff. You know what I mean? Just like I got all the time in the world. You know what I mean? I'm living in today's present, not you know what I mean. So I'm not trying to rush or anything. I take my time, and I like to get to know people, and you know what I mean. Build contacts, build resources, man. Like I said, we're building empires. We're not burning the bridges down. You know what I mean? We've been burning so many bridges down as human as a collective whole. You know what I mean? And it's time that we change our conscientiousness. Jesus Christ, the second coming, is the great awakening, and everybody's waking up, and it's miraculous, and I love it. And people need to know the process of the Kundalini so they can reach their 100% abilities, and they can ascend into a higher realm, because that's the only way we can get out of this prison. If not, if we reach our expiry date, death, we reincarnate and come back right into another body. Yeah, there's only one way out of this prison. It's if you make it a school. Instead of thinking of it's a prison, think of it as a school. And then that's how you ascend back into your mental universe, which is so fucked up. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to do that? Come on, Harry. You know what I mean? Like, so that's definitely the way I took it at first. I'm like, how does this guy expect us to like astral project out of this universe? That's exactly what we have to do. And if we don't prepare for death, associated with Joey, and how you doing? What's up, NBA young boy? Never broke again, baby. Let's go. I hope you're having a good night. Yo, thank you to everybody. Everybody, don't be shy. Please hit that like button and help me manifest a good life that my beautiful queen and my son, my prince, desires. The old guys know the lodge closed, and I got the stuff, and they want it back. Ooh, yo, honestly, because that history is heritage. It truly is. The Freemasons built this world. The Freemasons made English, the English language. They built this world afterwards. So you know what I mean. The Freemasons is a descendant secret society from the Illuminati. The Illuminati was taken out and wiped out back in the 1600s when they were infiltrated by a lot of the French colonies, and yeah, they exposed all of it, how their language, their symbol codes, and how they actually had their own language, if believe it or not, and it was all a bunch of hieroglyphs from Egypt. Hey, what's up, Kev? How you doing? It's good to have you guys back. It's good to have everybody here at Pizza Shit, bro. My guy, I'm so glad that you know what I mean, that you took the time to actually take that in, bro. And I'm glad you're a part of the family now. NBA young boy, we never broke again. Hey, what's up, guys? Punk, yo, Topher, everybody, Roddy, yo, what's up? Oh man, I'm so happy that you guys are here, and let's get back to it, okay, guys? I really, what is this? What's that Harry's Dude channel? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys right now, and then when you know what I mean. This is the type of stuff that you need to practice. You need to constantly repeat it until you retain it in your mind, and then you apply that to your life, and then you follow your. Then you find. I love my kidding trash bag. Never. I love my clown world named Earth. Well, oh.
Of you seeing this YouTube short.
Yeah, definitely. If you hang with a clown, you'll be a part of the circus. But and I don't think you're a clown, though. I think you're just a man or a woman who is fed up living on an earth that is ran like a circus. I believe so. Isn't that correct? So I agree with you. Actually, I'm rowing in the boat right behind you. So straight up, that's just it's this world has gone to shit. And that's why Jesus Christ is the great awakening, and people are waking up, and we are waking up fast, and it's miraculous. It's actually very exciting. It's going to be in our lifetime. The Freemasons told me to probably get out of Canada by 2030 because Canada it's collapsing very fast, and it's a hostile takeover by foreign policies and foreign groups and associations, and it's just higher population. You know what I mean? And Trudeau is the liberals, and how they keep him office is through immigration. They're flooding Canada with green cards and immigration, and these people are so grateful for them coming to this country and living in a first world class, blah blah blah, etc. It's funny. It's like guys like me. I want to go over to Asia. I want to go to Africa. I want to live in off grid. I want to live healthy and connected to the earth and the cosmos. But then people that are on that side of the world, they want to come here and live in our luxury as well too. So I can totally understand it, and I try to put the shoe on both feet and be. Boom. Fuck, I know, right? Pizza, bro, I'm telling you, this is terrifying stuff. Terrifying. But, you know what I mean? A little comforting is that you do come back in another body. Reincarnation is very real. That's why they were saying about sex. Sex is a very powerful, magical ritual. And if you do it properly, you can incarnate a high vibrating soul. If you do it improperly, then you incarnate a low vibrating soul, if not no soul, because you're infertile from all the poison and energy fields, your energy fields being disrupted by everything that you have around you and surround you by. So goddamn liberals, he says. You know what? And honestly, everybody starts as their liberal, you know what I mean? When they're like in college, you know what I mean? And then when they start to get older, they're like, oh, whoa, you know what I mean? Well, maybe I'm Democratic, you know what I mean? And then they go Democratic, and then they reach about 30, 40, and then they're like, whoa, holy crap, you know what I mean? They start weaning to the Republican, and then they get up to about 60, 80 years old, and then they're just straight conservatives. It's actually a political phase. But let me tell you this. Not everybody goes to the switching and swapping. And politicians are fucking liars. Politics are only to divide the people, to divert you and separate me and you, because together it's power to the people, because the power of the people will always be stronger than the people in power. Don't forget that. And as long as me and you are divided and we disagree passionately and make ourselves enemies of it, they win. And father, mother absent, breaking, or and just killing the nuclear family, the perfect nuclear family. That's what it is, man. They're hitting us head on and hard. So let's go. Haitian, I'm going to go sleep. Talking to you guys tomorrow if you're going to be on. Yes, I definitely am. Young boy, I hope everything's good. Every time when I see your name, it makes me throw up my arm, you know what I mean? You're feeling like a young boy never broke again, bro. And I hope you have a great rest and you're recharged and ready to rock for your weekly goals. And I hope all is well with you and your family. May peace and prosperity be with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. And I hope everybody's doing well. Let's jump right back on this and show you guys some more really cool Freemasonic cult knowledge. And this is the real wisdom, the real spirituality, and real religion. So let's jump in it. Tomorrow I'll get Jordan's and some new stuff. Oh shit, good for you, bro. Right on. You know what I mean? That's awesome, bro. I was actually thinking about going and getting like some Jordan shorts for the summer because it's so hot. And I went through my shorts last year. You know what I mean? I don't know where they all went, but I only got a couple left, so I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I lent them out when people were swimming or something. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So my guys, I'm so happy you guys came through today. I know it's getting pretty late and everybody's got things to do tomorrow. Very, very, very busy day. I want to show Pizza about this.
The body looking at itself. It's not the brain looking at itself.
Oh, really?
You are an individual. When you see Christian, the heart is
Okay. This is a good one. Yo, Shane! Shane! You're a chooch! I'm just kidding, man. Oh shit! Did you hear the way he said that? Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. Okay.
Aries the lamb rules each body part.
Oh my god.
Can I ask you?
Oh man, I'm sorry. That was funny. What a kid, man. Okay, I want to show you guys that cane. Here we go. All right.
Usually they wear purple to symbolize royalty. Isis. Usually they wear the number one mistake.
Okay, well, it's not letting me do any of that. Why?
Usually they wear purple. Isis.
You ready?
This is a good question. Okay, so this is a
Bone on bone.
the 7 planets give you the 7 chakras, the 7 metals, 7. You don't need the 7 planets give you the 7 chakras, the 7 metals, 7 days of the week.
Sorry, guys. It's wisdom and mind state. There's also the book of wisdom. Just type in the book of wisdom if you guys want to do your own research. And yeah, definitely, I encourage you guys. Please, this is life changing, bro. You get this stuff changes your life. You know what I mean? It shows you what type of being you are, what type of place you live in, what you're supposed to do while you're here, and what you're supposed to prepare for. So definitely, this is mind alternating information. This is life changing knowledge. So I hope everybody's doing well, and let's get right to it.
Usually they wear purple to symbolize royalty. They wear this on the head because the head is connected to your crown chakra, your highest state of consciousness, which is purple. A lot of ancient cultures used to be decked out in jewelry. They used to hold canes with metal on the bottom and the top because the earth produces magnetic energy, and by grounding, you are actually amplifying your field. When the body is producing a high frequency because of the amplified field, they would be able to sync up with a higher consciousness. This is why you should fill your spaces with precious metals and crystals, because the atoms that create these metals and gemstones are resonating on a high frequency. Usually they wear purple to symbolize Isis, Ra, and El. Isis, the feminine right brain. Ra, the masculine left brain. El comes from Elohim, which means God. When the two hemispheres of your brain come together and work as one electrical system, you're left with pure consciousness, which can lead to out-of-body experiences. Even the Bible tells you to astral project, rather be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Corinthians 5:8. The Bible says, I know a man in Christ who was caught up in the third heaven. Physical, etheric, astral. This is astral projection. Whether in the body or out of the body, I do not know. Corinthians 12:2. This is why the Sumerian gods had 2 faces, and the 33rd degree symbol has 2 eagle faces, because it symbolizes having mastery over the physical and the astral body. You can quite literally live while people sleep. Leaving your physical body puts you in the 4th dimension, the astral plane, which is the screen you have in your mind that allows you to imagine a red apple. As a child, you could imagine very vividly because you came from the 4th dimension. As you grew older, you lost this ability to imagine. Your consciousness is pure light, and through the intent and focus of your mind, you can focus this light into a form, which is what we call imagination, the 4th dimension. Imagination is key in order for you to astral project and have control over your dreams. Isis, Ra, and you invested in a website. This is a good question. We must conquer the mind. The mind holds power over every aspect of your being. It holds power over the emotion, holds power over the body, over the spirit, everything. When you conquer your mind, your thoughts, you can conquer the emotion. And how do you conquer the mind? You must gain mental discipline. You do this through meditation. You sit still and you turn off thought for a period of time. This will train your mind to gain the ability to turn on and off thought. And when you gain the ability to turn off your thoughts, then you can remove
What up, John
emotion.
Doe?
You can remove
my guy. Good to have you here, bro. I'm
mental
happy that
clutter.
you're here. This is mind alternating
This ability
information,
to turn off.
and this is
Okay, so
definitely
this is a
going to
good
be
question.
life changing,
So
guys.
we have your spinal column, which is Jacob's ladder.
And it's the
And
same
your spinal
archaeology
column is showing
blueprint for
you
the
the different levels of
for the
consciousness.
pyramids of
You
Giza
see,
and
the
the
mind's
Sphinx.
power descends down the spinal column to operate the organs in the specific areas. So if you're eating all the time and you're operating your life from a place of consumption, then all of your mind's power is being sent to the gut and eating and consumption. Or if you're over-sexual and you're abusing your sexual creative energy, all of your mind's power is being sent down to the reproductive area. So what you need to do to climb Jacob's ladder is to climb your spine and operate your life out of the higher aspects of the body.
1111, guys.
And the heart, from the love and
great
intellect,
angel number,
and get out
high
of
frequency
the survival
number
states, the lower half of the body. That's how you climb the ladder. Okay, so this is a good question. So we have your spine.
So I just want to show you guys this. This is going to be amazing. Well, so what it says here, it says often sees a significant angel number. So what this is suggesting a moment of spiritual awakening and a message from the universe or angels. Did you guys just take that in? It was just 1111 and they're just talking about spiritual awakening. And what are we doing? We're actually targeting critical thinking. Holy shit. Thank you to the universe. Holy shit. Guys, that blew my mind. That blew my frickin' mind. If you don't believe me, read. If you don't believe me, read. 1111 is a sign of a spiritual awakening. Let's go, guys. Oh, man, I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes so infinite and it goes deep. The second you embrace this and start to understand this, that's when everything starts to make sense. It's going to scare the shit out of you. But then once you guys take it in, you guys, oh man, that was amazing. I can't believe that just happened. Wow.
The 7 planets.
Wow.
The 7.
I can't